Hello, welcome or welcome back to K May Crochet. My name is Karen and I'm a crochet artist, and I like to share all things crochet, from what I've made to what is on my hook. And I hope all of you are doing well today. Today is September 22nd. It's a little after 12, and I tried videotaping Friday for Friday's video, but had technical difficulties, so I'm trying it again today. So wish me luck on that. So I want to discuss, last week I did a yarn haul over at Michael's on their Loops and Threads Demi Pearl yarn, and I said that I would share with you when I make something with it what my thoughts were, and is the yarn worth making plushies with, especially. So I made my first one was called it's a snake. It's a amigurumi. It's a free pattern. The designer, her name is Katrina, I hope I don't butcher her last name, Chirkova, and she is on Instagram at Chirka_toys, CHIRKA_toys. And so this is how mine came out. So it's quite large. So she said that she did 123 rows. I think that's what she said. Actually, the whole thing in a round is 151 rounds. But hers, oh yes, hers came out to 100 cm, which is equivalent to 39.37 in inches. And so I measured mine to be 3 feet. So you can, add it to your Halloween costume or decor. I think the next one I make, I'm going to make striped to make it look like a cobra, or not a cobra, but a sidewinder, different colors. You can actually use your scrap yarn for this. And this is the Demi Pearl in the bright green, and I used the Hobby Lobby Baby Bee Adorable in red for the tongue, and she shows you how to make that. So the pattern starts you here, and you work all the way around, all the way to the tip, the decreases. And she also tells you how to do the little eyebrows over the eyes and the eye placement. I used 15mm eyes, and where to put the nostrils and the little mouth. It came out really cute. I like this. So I made that. And sticking with the green, I was going to do a frog, but I'm really liking the snakes, but I wanted to do smaller snakes. So I found another pattern on Instagram, and it's called Baby Garden Snake, free pattern on Instagram by crochet_toys_patterns. The creator is at Hook Crochet Co. I think some of you might know her. So the snake, I made 2. Let me get them situated here. Aren't those cute? So yeah, I made 2. And they're about a little over a foot, maybe about 18 inches. But I figured the big mama snake can have the little baby snakes. So with all of that, sorry for my reach, I made all those with the green, and this is what I have left. That's it. I might put this in my scrap bundle, so maybe I could use it for a scrap animal if I make it, or maybe a little bird or something. But yeah, so just remember, when you're using this yarn, think about what you're making, and if you think you're going to run out, buy an extra one. I mean, you can always make little other amigurumis with the rest. So that's that. And then with the demi pearl, I bought the Tibetan red, and this is what I made with it. I think it came out really adorable. Is the crab, isn't it cute? So this pattern, if I can find it, did I write it down? I'm looking in my notes here. Oh boy, where did, oh, I'm sorry. This one was from my book that I've been crocheting from. I keep forgetting about my book. I always think that it's been like 2 weeks since I made this. So this one was from this book. You can buy these books at Barnes & Noble. Sometimes Michael's has them, or Hobby Lobby. And then there's the barcode for that. So I made this one, and the next one I'm going to show you, I made that, not that one, the squid. So yeah, so when I was making this one, it kept going. The body was getting longer, so what I did is I frogged it back to make it look more rounded. And these are made in double crochet. And I didn't like how, let me show you, how the eyes were just crocheted and attached on top. I wanted mine to stick up like that. And so all I did was I did the magic circle, and I crocheted 6 around, and then a double stitched around that to having 16 crochets. And I did a white one as well. So when I stitched them together, I used extra red yarn to stitch them together. And then I sewed them in on top of the crab. And then these crab pinchers or claws, it shows you how to make the bigger one, and then you make this little short piece right here, and then you stitch around to attach it to the big part of the claw. And there was a gap right here, so I just used extra yarn to cinch in and close that gap. It doesn't really tell you to do that, but I did it because I didn't like the way it was coming out. I don't know if it was me or whatever. So, and then you make, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochet. You chain like 7, then you double crochet back, and then you sew them on to the side of the body. And it says to space them in between each row. So I sewed this one in this row. Excuse me. I spaced between this row and I attached it to this row and on. And so, and I gave them a smile. And then I had the felt eyes that I ordered online. And I don't have that information. Maybe in my next episode I'll share that. But you could just type in felt amigurumi kawaii eyes, and you'll have a whole selection of which ones you wanted to pick. And I thought that really set them off to make them look so cute. So there's that one. And then the next one was the squid. I'll show them again. This one right here. And this is what mine turned out. He's a little bit longer. I was going to frog him back, but I'm like, you know, I'll just keep it this length. And there's the bottom. So you start here and you work your rounds all the way down. There's some increases. And then about right here, you surface crochet your tentacles or your arms. It was saying to do 8. Well, I did 12 because 8 would have been right here, and that's too short for this being so long. And then on the bottom, you just continue crocheting in a circle, and then you close it off. And the tentacles just normally curl, and you do 8. And it tells you how to do that. And then I just glued on these felt eyes. And then with the fins, you make like a cup, like you're circling. Make a magic ring, and you double it and keep doubling it until she tells you to fold it, the cup, and then you attach it to each side of the squid to make these fins. I thought that was pretty ingenious. So yeah, there you go. My squid. Cute. So with those made, this is what was left. Just this little piece to make those 2 big pieces. So not too bad. I mean, these were like $9.97, $9.99. And because I had a coupon, and they were, what was it, buy one get one, so it was like 25% off. I always go when they have the sales. And then I had a coupon. They came out to being like less than $5 a skein. So, you know, they have sales at Michael's on their yarn every other week, like Hobby Lobby. So yeah, that was pretty fun to make. And then the second yarn that I got was the, oh, it fell, was the Cozy Cub. At the time they only had the yellow, so I'm thinking, well, what can I make with the yellow? So with this, supposed to be replacing the Big Twist Baby Bear. Oh, it's in yellow. I don't know if you see that. This is the old Joann's yarn. So I wanted to demonstrate the comparison with those two as well. So with the yellow Cozy Cub loops and threads, the first thing I made was, hold on, I'm trying to get him. Okay. Go back to that page. The first thing I made was the rubber ducky, or rubber duck, because I didn't have any duck patterns. So this is also a free pattern on Instagram by Julia Fox, and her Instagram is crochet.by.foxy. Crochet is spelled CROCHE .by.foxy, FOXY. And this is what mine turned out. Isn't it cute? Now for me, I made an extra row on the bill to make it a little bit bigger, but you don't have to. You can make it shorter. And I flipped mine up a little bit because when you flip down, it looks like this. I think it looks better like that. And these people are putting in their Jeeps, I guess. You know, the Jeep ducks. So this one, I used the crochet hook J, and these hooks are Boye, B-O-Y-E hooks, and this was the 6mm hook to make it this size. Now so going back to that book, all her makes were made with acrylic, where the snake and the crab and the squid, I use chenille. So that's another reason why they came out bigger than what's in the book. So anyway, losing train of thought here. So I wanted to compare with the old Joann's Big Twist baby bear. I made this one. Now this is the only color. I didn't have orange, but I had this color. Then I want to compare them. And this is using the J hook as well. And they're almost the same size. I think this one's slightly bigger. Yeah, a little bit bigger. So he still came out really cute. So you can make a mallard out of here, out of this one or this pattern, by changing the color and doing a band around the neck, making some white here. That'd be so cute. So I made those, and then, well, I don't know why I tossed it over there because I was going to do another comparison. Anyway, and then this one was made using the K hook. Hold on, let me get that. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to throw them over there. So this is using the K hook, and the K hook is a 5.5. There he is. Oh my goodness. So, and then I compared it with the J hook, and you could see a slight difference. A bit bigger. And then the next one, and every time I place something on my table, it makes a noise over the camera. So the last one I made with the biggest hook I have is the L hook, or 11mm, which is, and it's a boy hook. So this is the L and K. Back up here. Sorry for the noise. But you could see that using the L is showing more holes, more spaces than the K. And it's a little bit bigger. And if I put them all together, J KL. With the L, there's hardly any holes. You can really tell in the neck versus that one. But they're all cute. So that's what I made. Now I can toss them over there. Okay. So, oh, and with that being said, I'm sitting on the yarn. My opinion of the demi pearl is it reminds me of working with the Bernat yarn. So it was a little more work, muscle work to work with that, to do your stitches. And then the Cozy Bear was a lot easier. So if you have problems with your wrists and stuff, because after making those two back and back, I noticed that I was getting a little cramping in the arm. So, because I wanted to get them out before making the video, and then the video didn't work out. So here I am on a Monday making another video for you. So the next thing, also being said, I will be purchasing more of both types of yarn. I didn't really have a problem with them. Just if you do bigger items, you know, you're going to be using a lot more muscle. I'm getting brain fog right now. I need another cup of coffee. I don't know about you guys, but I run on coffee every morning. So anyway, with that, what else did I want to talk about? I have to write things down in my little notes. Oh, yes. And so last Friday, I think it was last Friday. Yeah, last Friday, there is another YouTuber, crocheter, the name of Crafty Kate. I want to give her a shout out because she did a PalmStreet auction, or spin the wheel surprise auction on some cool stuff that she had. And so I did some bidding and I won some items, and I want to share them with you. The first one that I got was a little grab bag with stickers and some little crochet notions. I got the hook. Let me take it out. I'm like, yeah, I won, yay! She had quite a lot of people on there, so she gave some Halloween stickers, which my grandson loves stickers, so I'll be passing them along. And then I'm like, what the heck is this? Oh, hold on. So I'm like, oh, traveling scissors. So if you're like on a plane, you can get away with taking these, hopefully. Hopefully they won't, how do you put this back together? Flag you for having these. But yeah, that's kind of cool. And, oh, I dropped one. Getting these out of this. And then you get I don't have one of these, the bended end darning needle, in my favorite color, purple, which is her favorite color as well. Oh, let me grab that real quick. Sorry for the reach. And then I needed more of these little stitch markers, so I was happy with that little gift. And yeah. And the next thing that I got, because after I did that, I'm like, okay, I'm hooked. What else could I try and win a bid on. So, and then I won this one. Well, winning, you still have to pay for it. But who doesn't like to win? More stickers. Again, I'm going to be giving those to my grandkids. And they've been already decorating the house. My daughter and grandsons have been decorating the house already for Halloween. So I got a red darning needle. You can always use an extra one for backup. And then another one, so I could put this in each bag of whips that I'll be making, so I never have to search for scissors again. Okay, which way does it go? Oh, this way. I think this is so cool. Yeah, and they're very sharp. Do I have anything? Hold on. I'll try this. Give it a shot. Oh, hold on. Oh, it cut. Let me do it again so you can see that. Yep. It worked really good. Pretty sharp. So, see if I can fold that again. It's like a puzzle, you know? So anyway, yeah, I'll be using these little, oh, and then I got more stitch markers. I don't know where the other one went. I thought that was a cool thing, you know, to go on there on PalmStreet and join in on the fun. And who knows, you might win some stuff. And then I got these stitch markers. And because when she started out her selling, she started with some small things, and then at the end of her sale she started introducing bigger items. Well, I couldn't stay too long. I had a doctor's appointment, so, but there's this one. It's a pink pumpkin. They're so cute. I don't have anything like this, so, and it's Halloween. And then a, oh, we got them backwards. A light pink ghost. Yep, cute. And then it looks like a piece of candy with a heart. And a pink moon. Oh, he's got, I don't know if you see that. He's got a little sleepy face. Cute. And the last one is a cauldron. So I enjoyed that. And then she started getting to bigger things, and I won it. And she had a whole row of them with numbers, and she said, pick a number, which one do you like the best? And it showed, I picked 8 because I like this color. I don't have the with the white variegated like this. It's more solid color. And she makes the dragons. I'm going to be purchasing the dragon. I don't know, the Dexter dragon. And it's available on Etsy. And so this is the Premier Basic Chenille tie-dye. So cute. I don't have this in my stash. This is called Kaleidoscope. So I was really excited to get this. And so yeah, I got all those from her PalmStreet sale. And she just had another one yesterday, Sunday, which I missed. We were decorating for Halloween. So anyway, yeah. So if you're interested in anything she makes all kinds of woodland creatures and stuff. And if you don't know her, you can scan her QR code. That's her information. And she's very nice and pleasant, and I enjoyed her sale. So I am thinking about doing the same thing. I'm getting to the point where I'm making so many plushies and I'm running out of room. And, you know, I give to my family, my grandkids, and my daughter, and the other grandma things, and the fiance. But so I'm thinking of starting a PalmStreet sale. I've never done anything like this online, so I have to investigate more. And I think the first one I'm going to do, I might just do like 10 items just to get warmed up and how it works out. I know there's different ways of paying. You set up your payment before bidding. And I set mine up when I did Kate's Crafty Kate's sale. I did it through my PayPal, and it went really smoothly. I mean, it was like right away she got the payment, which is cool. And so there was no glitches, but there's other means. It'll give you a list of how you want to set up your payment on there, and then I think it stays on there for each time you go. I don't know if because that was the first time that I've ever bought anything there. And hers came, I received it on Monday, and she's in Utah and I'm in Arizona. So I was very surprised with that quick delivery time. So, and I think she packed up right after the show. She said she packed everything up, and then I think Saturday, I think she said she took it to the post office, and I got it on Monday. That's crazy. So yeah, very, very quick. So I was very excited over that. So I will update you more on when to expect my PalmStreet sales. Like again, I'm gonna do more research before jumping in with 2 feet. Because I don't want anything to go wrong, and I don't, I want everybody to have a good time with the sale. And I'll have some free giveaways as well. So I have to think about what I'll offer, and then I'll do like a mock setup, and I'll show you what I'll be offering. And I might do the same thing she did with the spin the wheel, or I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts on that. Should I just show you the item and then we could do like an auction, as I'm showing it and talking? Or do you want me to say it's a set price? Anybody will want it for this price? Or do the spin, or maybe a little bit of all of that. So if you're interested in that, just let me know, and also what you think that you might want to purchase. I think she did a book, and I got a couple of books, or I can purchase some more like crochet books. Like I bought this one, and I've only made the dragon. I made the standing dragons, but there's so many patterns in here. This one was a $28, almost a $30 book. So I might do something like that, offer books. I got many more books, but that'd be another video because this is already going on half an hour video. So wish me luck with uploading this on YouTube today, YouTube today. Good Lord. I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, just give me a thumbs up, share it with others, and think about subscribing and push that notification bell where you don't miss another video. And I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.